Hi, this is Shanita, author of How to Have This and That. And today, what I would like to talk to you about revising your thoughts about anything. But I'll tell you a little story about myself, and you may be able to identify it within yourself, some of you anyway. For a good portion of my life, I always had the most negative things to say about men. I said they were no good, they were this, they were that, with the other, but it was nothing positive, I had to say. I mean, even my marriage wasn't even close to Harlequin romance. And, some romances that I've seen have come pretty close to perfect. We ended up in a divorce, and I wonder why, when I kept repeating over and over again that men could not be trusted, they were no good, they couldn't be counted on, and the list went on and on. I'm sure some of you understand where I'm coming from. But it wasn't until many years later my sister, Dr. Julia Weeks, said to me, she said, "Shanita, have you heard yourself talk about men?" I said, not consciously. And she said, "Well, it's always a negative conversation and you go on and on quite a lot of times." She said, "But I challenge you, Shanita. Why don't you take 30 days and change the way you feel, the way you think about men, and just see what happens." I mean, not all men are bad, for peace sake. There are some good ones in this world. And I said, "Well, I will take up your challenge, Julia, because something has to change, right?" And so the next 30 days, it was difficult, believe you me. It was difficult after years of thinking negative thoughts about the subject matter. The men are no good, they are untrustworthy, etc. I did take that challenge, and I went to work and I tried very hard. In fact, I didn't try, I did it. I thought positive things about all the wonderful things about men that I read about, that I've seen with other people in my life, with the romances, etc. And at the end of the 30-day challenge, I just even felt better. I felt better. Everything was working well for me. I was more positive. And guess what? The next romance that I had was such an improvement over the previous one. It was amazing. And so what I want to tell you today, in fact, what I want to ask you, is to take a 30-day challenge. Whatever your thought patterns may be, whether it's about all men are no good, you cannot find a good woman, your relationships with your mother, father, sister, brother, whatever it is, isn't working, hasn't worked, change that pattern. Take a 30-day challenge. Think positive about that person or the relationship, whatever it needs to do to make something different and positive happen in your life. And then comment and tell me all the good things that show up, because you are a powerful, awesome being. And I know it will work for you like it worked for me. I am so happy I took up my sister, Dr. Julia Weeks' challenge. And so I'm challenging you to do the same thing. Because what this taught me at the end of the 30 days is that with focus, creative, visualization, imagination, you can change your world, you can create your reality. With positive thinking and feelings and your emotions, you can change your reality to something more wonderful. Isn't it wonderful that you can do that? I'd also learned the power of belief systems. If you change your belief system about anything, you can change your world. The power of focusing on what it is that you want and knowing what it is that you want and focusing on that. And the benefits of believing that you deserve the best and that, yes, you are a powerful co-creator. It does work, I tell you so. Universal laws are very powerful, and they manifest in our lives whether we're conscious of them or unconscious of them. And one of the universal laws says, whatever you think about the most, you is returning your life. What you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts become things. Your thoughts are things. And thoughts are powerful, but emotions are even more powerful, because you and I can think of something all day long. If we don't feel it, we're not going to do it. So yes, my dears, you can have this and that. I'm here to tell you can have wealth, health, time freedom, loving, wonderful relationships, or whatever your desires are. You can have this and that. This is Shanita, author of How to Have This and That. I'll see you on the beaches of the world.